We are honored tonight to welcome one of America's premier storytellers, Uncle Mark. Esteemed from coast to coast for his unique approach to storytelling, his selection of the most interesting and fascinating texts, many of them undiscovered gems of the literary imagination, Uncle Mark brings to life kindly tales that will tickle the fancy of folks from 9 to 92.
Perhaps a children's book. Screamingly sentient, dumbly delirious, a sickened, sensitive shadow writhing in hands that are not hands, and world bounding past ghastly midnights of rotting creation, corpses of worlds with swords that were cities, and charnel winds that brush the pallid stars and make them flicker low. Beyond the world's vague ghosts of monstrous things, half-seen columns of unsanctified temples that rest on nameless rocks beneath space, reach up to dizzying vacua above the spheres of light and darkness, and through this revolting graveyard of the universe, the muffled, maddening beating, sound of drums and thin monotonous whines of blasphemous flutes from inconceivable unlighted chambers beyond time, the detestable pounding, the piping world who dance slowly, awkwardly, the absurdly, the gigantic, tenebrous, ultimate gods. This is not a children's book. This is not a book at all. Let's move on to something a bit more literary. How about Walden by Henry David Thoreau? My favorite passages. I have seen at one time lying on the ice pickerel of at least 3 different kinds of fish. A long and shallow one, steel-colored, most like those caught in the river. A bright, golden one with greenish reflections, and remarkably deep, which is the most common here, and another golden color with a shape like the last, but peppered on the sides with small, dark brown and black spots. This is all about fish. How about we move on to one of my supreme favorites, Planet Hulk. Hulk is trapped on an alien planet and forced to fight for the amusement of his red-skin captors. Wham! Wham! Hulk bursts through the medical center that he is in a monstrous coliseum fighting alongside his family bloodmen. The tenebrous, thick-faced Red King is born with the fighting and demands that Hulk face off against a giant tentacle ball sack beast. With his terrible forked tongue. But Hulk is not afraid. No, he is much too hard-ass for that. Instead, he grabs the beast's tongue and plunges into its maw like a bulky green mongoose. The ball sack beast rolls down the Hulk like a pizza ball, satisfyingly licking its lips. Everyone starts to mourn the loss of the green giant. Look up loud! Hulk bursts through the beast's inside, slathered in its luscious goo, and hawks a loogie in badass defiance towards the Red King, who then releases more malicious scrotum beasts. Next, brushing it off like it's no biggie. The Red King looks down with his beady, cock-dimpled eyes. The King